John Coker, professional musician, Sterling, Virginia, U.S.A.
Neil Kulkarni's yoga teaching has greatly benefited me as a musician. In his one-on-one coaching, he provides individualized exercises tailored to your unique needs and goals. As a professional jazz saxophonist, I was seeking advice on what yoga could teach me about breathing and painless, efficient body mechanics. Through practice of the breathing exercises I learned from Neil, my lung capacity and breath control have noticeably improved. I can hold phrases longer, with improved intonation and a more stable tone. I've also found greater focus, especially at the start of my practice session, after beginning with Neil's exercises. Neil was able to apply his encyclopedic knowledge of yoga and health to offer some great advice about posture and playing position as well. Since I began yoga classes with Neil many years ago, I have not experienced the pain of which many of my colleagues complain even in long practice sessions and performances. I attribute this to Neil's masterful teaching of the fundamentals of yoga and his insistence on quality of quantity. More than anything, I deeply appreciate Neil's commitment to teaching the entirety of yoga, including its mental and spiritual components. I can't imagine ever finding a more authentic yoga teacher. I recommend Neil's teaching to all musicians. John Coker, jazz saxophonist / composer / educator, instructor of music at Northern Virginia Community College. John Coker.
Eileen Croggy, yoga teacher, Virginia, U.S.A.
I was extremely happy to have found you and your teaching when I did, and your help and instruction has enabled me to grow quickly. As I frequently write to you and tell you, I am forever grateful for that and for the solid foundation your teaching has given me in classical Indian yoga. Developing an asana practice from books and videos is very difficult, so your in-person teaching is extremely valuable. I bought one of Desikachar's books, actually two, in hopes that they would give me more guidance on the asana practices, variations in particular. I heartily agree that too much reading creates confusion, but not having found a live teacher here that I like, I do my best. Actually, like is not it. It is finding a teacher whose background, practice and study is congruent with where you are and where you wish to go with your practice. I have always been very comfortable with you, as you were brought up in a yogic family, and are steeped in the spiritual practice of yoga. Your workshops on chanting, and the inclusion of the memorization of a chant in your teacher training, have been very valuable. The historical background you provided on chanting was fascinating and increased my appreciation immeasurably of chanting and the passing down of knowledge by oral tradition as opposed to written. Your instructional materials are beautifully recorded and they make learning chanting very accessible. There seem to be numerous reasons and uses for chanting, of which you can elaborate upon easily. While I did not delve deeply into this component of yoga, I am enjoying working on memorizing the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and the ones I have committed to memory are proving very useful as a teacher and as a practitioner. My students frequently comment on how much they enjoy the prayer to Patanjali by the poet Bhartrhari. Though I see in your book it is presumed to be written by him. The many recordings you have made of chants is very useful. Simply listening to them is a powerful and beautiful experience. And relaxing. Your latest book, Eti Yoga, Authentic Yoga System of Neil Kulkarni, provides a wonderful detailed and in-depth discussion of chanting for yoga and underscores the importance of it as an essential piece of a practice. For any student of yoga, the information provided and detailed explanations are invaluable. Your book is a wonderful and convenient resource. Gaining a deep study of the important texts in classical yoga has been very beneficial, not only on a professional level but much more importantly on a personal one. As you pointed out in one of your many workshops, it is important to know with whom you are studying and how far removed that individual is from the original texts. Your study of Sanskrit, these ancient texts, your teachers and your personal practice make you an excellent teacher from which to undertake these studies. Thanks to your keen and careful instruction, I am very much aware of the tremendous variation in the translations of the original works, much less the subsequent commentaries by each different writer. Understanding the definition of the terms being used and how they can change from work to work, and even within one work, has proved invaluable when studying these works. You carefully made that point early on when I began studying the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali with you. And it was borne out quickly when I questioned your use of a particular term in your latest book. You quickly pointed me to your note in the beginning of your book which stated that some terms were not being used as commonly understood. It makes for challenging, frustrating and always interesting study and reflection. Certainly there are cultural differences between you and me, in addition to teacher-student and friend differences. All of that makes for interesting and confusing exchanges at times, but ones that are illuminating and full of life. It is a pleasure sharing these experiences in this life here with you. May your life be full and rich with many, many blessings. Tilda, your student, and your friend. Unmesh Nankumar Joshi, Master's Student of Vrije University, Amsterdam. Hello. I am Unmesh Nankumar Joshi, Master's Student of Vrije University, Amsterdam. I would like to share my experience of yoga practice that I learned from Neil Sir a few months ago. In last year, I have been to 3 different continents, Asia, Europe, and America. I am enjoying my life to its core and I have not been ill, not even a cold or cough, for all these 365 days. The credit goes to yoga exercises I do regularly and undoubtedly to my exemplary yoga guru, Neil Sir. I took personal coaching from Neil Sir in the months of May to June 2012. Singular fact about his yoga lessons is personalized organization of entire program. He made me identify my goals and ignited in me a fire to pursue them, of course through yoga practice, which essentially maintains balance of body and mind. He shared his rich life experiences with me to guide me better. Teacher training course is next on my list, when I shall come back to India. Regards, Unmesh Joshi.
John Kovac, harp maker and harpist, Virginia, U.S.A.
Because of you I am advancing in my yoga and find it immensely helpful in everything. John Kovac, a student of 2012, date, 26th of June, 2013. Dr. Y from Australia. Hi Neil, how are you? Just want to say you big thank you for your advice with regards to knee. I cannot believe how quickly it has improved. Cyst becomes smaller and now I can sit on heels longer time. It looks like kneeling squash synovial membrane back to normal position. As a result of it I can stretch more hamstrings and low back. And I don't have pain in left side body anymore. I am able to control hot flushes using self-hypnosis and cooling pranayama. They become worth as soon as I am doing something for core strength of twists of just focus on abdominal. I would need to look at it. Keep in touch. Kind regards, Y. Dr. Y Australia. Thanks from Adelaide. Good morning, bro Neil, I wish you will stay longer in Adelaide, there is still so much that I want to learn from you. Lots and lots of love. PSBTW I really like your posts on Facebook. Simona. Adelaide, Australia. Gratitude from Australian lady. Sometimes in life we are very fortunate and we cross paths with someone special, the right person, at the right time, and in the right place so that we might fully appreciate the good fortune that life has been kind enough to smile upon us. This is for me right now. Neil, I cannot possibly find words to express my gratitude I felt for the inspiration and joy meeting you has brought me. Except to say thank you for sharing your knowledge, time and smile with me. With love T and A. T and A, Adelaide, Australia. Sanjeet Hoskoti, high school student, Pune, India. I am Sanjeet Hoskoti, from Pune age 16 years studying in Ankur Vidya Mandir, special school, in NEO's 10th STD. I have vision problems since from my birth I can't read the normal textbooks and also I am suffering from epilepsy, comes under the category visually impaired student. Because of low vision my movements outside or get restricted i.e., playing and walking alone in crowd etc. By this I gained lot of weight. Past 7 years I am taking Ayurvedic treatment. Many of the doctor were suggested me to go for any sort of exercise or yoga class. My father have searched for suitable yoga class who can give one-to-one classes but finally by the grace of God he found Neil Sir, Authentic Yoga, who resides nearby and giving one-to-one classes, trainings etc. I joined classes since from July 2012. Before joining yoga I was facing problems like tiredness, less flexibility in the body muscles, overweight and bending problems but after 1 month of exercise I got the better results. Presently due to yoga my weight is almost reduced by 3 kilograms and I am feeling comfortable in doing day-to-day activities. Really speaking, Neil Sir, Yoga is shaping me since I am being a special child. Neil sir had taken special interest, effort as well as challenge to improve my physics and studies. I am also very much comfortable with him, and after learning yoga for 1 or 2 years I am interested to become yoga teacher by taking appropriate training from Neil sir. I am really enjoying doing yogas in presence of Neil sir. Of course he also enjoys my company. He is really great master of yoga training. Presently everybody surrounding me says I am improving, but I know I have to learn lot from him. I am hardly improved by 10 to 15%, need to reach at least 80 to 90% of perfection. November 5, 2012. Sanjeet Hoskoti,
Hannah May Owens, psychology student, Virginia, USA.
Neil, thank you so much for everything you have done to help me and teach me on this trip. I am very lucky to be able to learn from you. I am amazed by your knowledge and generosity. I look forward to learning from you in the future. January 2012. Ashka Soni, chemical engineering student, Pune, India. I personally feel that Neil's class is very special since it not only gives you fitness but he also helps to give emotional stability in your life. Also he is an inspiration to us all since he is a very hard-working person himself. Apart from all that, whenever he makes you feel that you are part of family. A lot of places can give you weight loss or whatever else you are looking for, but he teaches you to always keep smiling. Thank you Neil. December 27, 2011. Ashka Soni. Ashna Bhatia, chemical engineering student, Pune, India. I think Neil is very nice as a person. He is not just a yoga teacher in my life but my mentor, who gave my life new aspects. He is a keen observer. I am a very careless person from my nature and I never used to accept my mistakes. Within the 1-hour daily class Neil observed all these flaws in me and helped me to get rid of them. I am really blessed to have him in my life. December 28, 2011. Ashna Bhatia.
Quang Nguyen, teacher, San Francisco, California, USA.
Neil is an excellent yoga teacher who helped me with back problems when I was in Pune in the summer of 2011. I was introduced to him by a Sanskrit teacher. I told Neil that I have always suffered from lower back pain, maybe because I had bad meditative posture. I live in an urban temple and meditate every morning. For some reason I have never really bothered to seek out a chiropractor, and the yoga teachers in America don't seem to know enough about the body to help me fix the problem. However, Neil was able to diagnose my physical impediments and showed me just 3 simple exercises which he told me that I should do for 1 hour every day for a period of 3 months. He guaranteed that the problem will immediately go away after that time. You can guess how skeptical I was at that time. Here in America, so many people suffer from chronic back pain which tends to linger with no viable solution, and here is this yogi professing to me that he can fix it for me. Furthermore, the exercises that he wanted me to do seemed not even related to the back at all. So how could these exercises help the back? I put it off for the entire trip while I was in India and did not start doing them until I got back to San Francisco. When I got back, again the pain from my lower back was bothering me so bad that I thought that there was nothing to lose if I tried out Neil's exercises. Forget about 3 months, after a period of several weeks the pain simply disappeared. God! You can guess how surprised I was when I felt no more pain in my lower back. My back never felt this great in years, and the only person that I am thankful for is Neil. I am sold. Whatever he did works. Neil is now my Sanskrit teacher and I can't wait to go back to India again to learn yoga from him in the summer of 2012. Thanks again to my friend and guru. You saved my life. December 28, 2011. Quang Nguyen. An ex-4th stage cancer patient from U.S.A. Dear Neil. Thanks for checking. I am doing much better. Everybody says I look better after my India trip. Smile, and I told them the secret behind it. Only worry is I am lagging in doing my yoga and following subtle diet plan. Tomorrow I will be visiting my surgeon, and I am confident all is well. I will send you lots of pictures of my girls. They are lots of fun. Younger one overrules older one. It's fun watching them grow, learning and implementing new things. Ax now goes to Kathak, Kumon, and ballet class, and A goes to gymnastic. They both love it. I hope to be more disciplined. I trust everything is just great with you. Regards, PXXXXX. December 8, 2011.
Denny Grossman, ecology scientist, Vienna, Virginia, U.S.A.
Neil has continued to provide valuable guidance to my yoga practice over the past year. Neil is a unique teacher with comprehensive knowledge of yoga philosophy, tradition and practice. I am grateful for the opportunity to study with him. Namaste, Denny. January 7, 2009. I have been a yoga student with Neil over the past year. His breadth and depth of knowledge regarding the history and philosophy of yoga represent the generations of dedicated practice in this family. I have benefited from general class instruction and individual training. My energy, strength, flexibility and overall health have significantly improved as a direct result from his instructions. I am fortunate to have found this knowledgeable, helpful and friendly yoga teacher in Vienna. I strongly recommend Neil as a yoga teacher for any serious student. Denny Grossman. February 2007. Ravi Kumar Kiputi, Ashburn, Virginia, USA. January 7, 2009. It was about a year ago that we met Mr. Neil Kulkarni under a very distressed condition of seeking for help with my son's flat feet complications. Earlier, our visits to a number of podiatrists only provided somewhat unacceptable medical advices. It did not make any sense letting a 10-year child to undergo surgical treatments without any promising results, and it was very clear we will not go in that direction. A simple rational study and reports by Mr. Neil, we were convinced that we are in good hands and the right place. Mr. Neil, upon reviewing all the reports, my son's physical nature, proposed a very strategic approach with monthly intervals of reviews. With a good number of easy yogic postures, some serious changes in food habits, and the type of food, we saw dramatic improvement in the course of 3 months. He brought in more changes from the perfection and improvement points of view, and then in the next 6 months of time, my son saw an almost perfect healing. My son, who is very scared of going to a podiatrist, is very happy now and continues to follow the directions given by Mr. Neil. We sincerely thank Mr. Neil for his meticulous perception on human body, behavior and the expertise in setting things in the right direction. It worked in our case, and sure, it is his invaluable knowledge that can heal many human disorders in a very natural way without having to go to people who use knives and scissors for simple reasons, further save money and reduce stress forever. We strongly feel to be highly fortunate and blessed in solving the issue forever. Warm regards. Ravi Kiputi and family. Avinash Kondagunta, Merrifield, Virginia, USA. Hey Neil. Happy New Year to you too. I am doing good. I have been practicing yoga regularly and I can feel the difference. I have been missing a few days in between, but my New Year's resolution is to cut that down. Smile. January 1, 2009. Avinash Kondagunta. Bob and Joelle Rudney, Vienna, Virginia, USA. My wife and I have regularly attended Neil Kulkarni's yoga classes for the past 2 years. Neil is a phenomenal, dedicated teacher whose classes reflect his deep spirituality, commitment, and compassion. I have a disability, and Neil went to tremendous lengths to design exercises that would accommodate my disability and bring me maximum benefit from yoga. We miss him greatly and look forward to seeing him again next summer. December 29, 2008. Bob and Joelle Rudney. Swanth K., Ashburn, Virginia, USA. Thanks Neil. You rock in yoga. I really thank you for helping me to get rid of the surgery. I learnt a lot in yoga. I learnt that I need to be focused on mind. One of my favorite pose was the starfish Nilakanthasana, because I can do that so much. My muscles are starting to grow strong. I dedicate this card to you because you helped me so much in yoga. One of your students. Swanth K. 2008, 10-year-old boy who wants to avoid the surgery recommended by 3 surgeons. Hari Prasad, North Carolina, USA. Hello Neil. Good morning. Hope you had a good time in India. Sorry I was not able to mail you as I am little busy in the office and also in moving to new place. But, I am doing yoga every day for 1 hour. I am feeling very good now. I stopped taking medication also for acid reflux. I'm doing all the yoga asanas that you showed me. Now I'm feeling very good. I'm doing this in the evening for an hour. I'm planning to do partially in the morning and partially in the evening. I mean all the asanas other than those on the bolster in the morning and those on the bolster in the evening. Would like to know whether I can do like that or all should be done at one time. I moved to new place and am doing good. I will keep in touch. I am very happy to see the results as early as 1 week after following your valuable suggestions. Thanks for all the help. Prasad, May 11, 2008.